That's what you do, my face.
That's not for us to consider.
Yeah. It ain't gotta be.
When deputies stopped two suspected scammers on Interstate 95, one was wearing a family first, money second shirt, ironically accused of stealing an elderly woman's wallet. Their attempt to flee turned into a dangerous crash involving multiple patrol vehicles.
The customer, the victim, left already. She was going to go home and try and cancel her credit cards.
Okay.
But what had happened is she was down an aisle. There was a male, female walking together. It looked like the female distracted the victim. The male was standing right there, reached into the purse. You can see him clearly grab it out. He bails the customer. Actually hears her purse snap shut and then kind of realized what was going on. And then the other first suspect had grabbed the wallet. He bailed. He came out first. Second one, right after that, came right out.
Okay. Do you have a video?
Yeah, we sure do.
Okay, yeah. How many hundreds of people pick up things in a grocery store and then put it back down or use the carts or whatever, so they're probably not going to want it dusted.
Yeah, we pulled it aside just in case.
Yeah. I mean, if we had something that was like, this is the only person that ever touched this,
right.
You know, outside of someone's house, right. You know, or household, then yeah, definitely. But this, I don't think this would be one of those instances where they would want us to dust.
So crazy because you see him do that like 3 times, set the basket down. Like it's obviously the trick. They put it down, and you know, that's insane.
Did you have a photo?
Do you have pictures of the van?
You emailed it to me. Perfect. Are you able to send me this clip, like in an email or?
Email it to you. I can put it on a jump drive and get you a jump drive.
That would be awesome.
Yeah, he's gonna grab one right there.
Perfect.
Yeah, so we have to burn it from the other one. So that is them coming off of right here.
Okay.
So that's it coming off Belterra, and if you rewind enough, you can see, right? Like they came in, they turned right into the shopping center off of Belterra because that's the van. And that is at 132. And they park right over here. And that's
that's them right
they're
there.
walking up. 136 and a half. And then they exited, I think it was like 141 is when he walks out. 141 and probably like 58 because it was like, I think the thing happened at like 141 out here, but it happened right there at HBC, which is kind of like right almost at the front of our store. So he did that, ditched his basket, he was out the door 10 seconds after that. So they were in the store for 6 minutes, 5 minutes.
What's the victim's name?
Hey John, do you have that card? Yeah, hopefully she calls. She actually had dealt with a few of these in the past. You know, she seemed very upset about it and very frustrated, but she kind of going through the emotions. She's like, I need to go. I said, you want to wait?
Yeah.
So I need to go home. I'm going to go ahead and cancel my card. So I would definitely encourage you to call. She said, yeah, I'll call from home. That's when I get home and start canceling my card. I said, what all was in there? She said, credit card, my driver's license, my Medicaid card. Hopefully they get what they need out of it or something. Like she was frustrated.
This isn't the first time I've worked a purse snatching at Publix. Yeah. Not at this location, but at the one in Island Walk. And it's just so, it's heartbreaking because the people that they're, you know, stalking and it's little old ladies.
It's
you know, it is. It is. It's sad. Because these people, like, they're on fixed incomes, you know.
You're a dirtbag for doing that. You're an absolute dirtbag for doing that.
It looks like they came, I bet it's like they're driving up the interstate because it looks like they came the way that they came in from Parkway this way and they turned out and went that way.
They went eastbound on the Parkway, and I don't know if they made it over the interstate. I'm not sure, like, don't quote me, but from what the notes sounded like, it sounded like they got on the interstate. But we have traffic cameras and we might be able to pull a tag and...
That's why I tried. It's frustrating. It's like on here, and I don't know if he told you, but it's like, I have a camera where I can see it them drive by, so...
Yeah, so you can see the...
but it's like they got like a blackout thing on their tag.
There's a like smoke cover over it.
Because we can see them pulling out, but...
I'm just going to grab that jump drive, and then.
Anything else you need from us?
I don't think so. If I have any questions, I'll either give you a call or hop back in.
Awesome. Well, thank you very much.
Yeah.
Appreciate coming out. Thank you.
Yeah.
Good, Sarge?
Yeah, this ain't my scene. I'm from down south, but I just wanted to.
They got a flag.
Good.
No. They got cases against flag. Perfect.
Listen, I'm Sergeant Rodriguez from Flagler County.
Yes, sir.
There's a detective that wanted to ask you a couple questions. I don't know how you feel about it right now, but would you be willing to meet with the detective once you get to the jail?
I heard. That's all I heard right now.
Your eye hurts?
Yes, it hurt.
Yeah, your eye's not looking too good, man. I'm not gonna lie.
I ain't hit me for no reason. I was on the ground. I wasn't doing that, man.
Okay, well, listen, man. I'm not from this county. I really can't answer to any of that.
Oh, yeah,
but-
man. I need to see my lawyer, man.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, guys.
All right.
So,
All right. So you're invoking your right to an attorney, correct? You're invoking your right to an attorney.
need the attorney.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I appreciate
Need
it.
an attorney.
Yeah, I'll take some pictures. Take some pictures of your shoes.
Take some pictures of my eye. That's what you do, my face.
That's not for us to consider.
Yeah. It ain't gotta be.
So you can take that up with the appropriate authorities. All right. And you have his deal, right?
Not yet. Thank you.
Hey, they're asking for whatever this case is that he's got going on. Are y'all aware? Or, I'm sorry, him. Something to do with Flagler County?
Yeah, I've got the case number.
Do you have the name of the victims?
I do. You want to move your leg for me, Ben?
They gonna leave that door, but I got asthma, man, but I need to be able to breathe. It don't even matter.
And roll ahead.
Yeah, I have Olga Bernstein.
Yes.
I put cuffs on.
We think it's Olga Bernstein.
It is. It's
Olga
Bernstein.
Bernstein?
Yeah.
Hey, man. Are we right? What? Yeah, I'm Sergeant Rodriguez from the Sheriff's Office in Flagler County. The reason I came up here today, there's a detective that was investigating some incidents that occurred recently, and they were wondering whether or not you'd be willing to talk to a detective from Flagler County up here in St. John's. Obviously, we don't want to waste our time. We don't want to waste your time, so we're here to ask.
I mean, I haven't been, I just got back in the car. They just picked me up, so I mean, I don't have any information.
Okay. Do you, well, just real quick before we start, I'm just going to go ahead and read you something since you're in handcuffs and sitting in the back of the police car, okay? You have the right to remain silent, and anything you say may be used as evidence against you. Do you understand those rights that I've read to you, man? So my question really is very simple, but where were you guys yesterday after this?
I wasn't with anybody yesterday afternoon. I just got picked up today.
Well, I didn't ask who you're with. I'm just asking. Do you know where you were?
No.
Were you in Illinois? Were you in Florida?
I'm from Florida.
Okay, where in Florida were you yesterday around 1 o'clock?
Oh, I was at the house.
Which house?
I stay in Flagler.
You stay in Flagler?
Yes, I do. I stay in Flagler, and I was waiting for packages. I got Amazon packages that were being delivered, so
Okay,
that's why I
well,
was yesterday.
that might explain it. Where in Flagler do you stay?
I stay in the F section.
Okay, do you have a physical address in the F section?
Yes.
What's your address in the F
24 Faraday.
24 Faraday. Okay. Do you shop at Publix at all?
I mean, everybody shops at Publix.
Good answer, because there really is nothing else to shop at besides Publix.
Yeah,
So,
everybody shops at Publix, but I haven't been there lately.
yesterday afternoon, did you happen to go to Publix?
No, I wasn't at Publix.
All right, so if I was to tell you that vehicle, that gentleman, and you were on video at Publix yesterday around 1 o'clock,
I would
do
have
you
to
recall
say,
that at all?
No.
You don't recall? All right, and that's understandable. I'm sure you guys, you move around and you probably always don't remember.
I stay in Flagler, like I said, and yesterday there was my best friend, her husband, he was there, and their child was there, so
Who's that?
it could be anybody. You know how many Muslims are?
Oh,
That could
I'm
be anybody.
well aware. But how many Muslims are there in a maroon town and country with the exact license plate?
He's Muslim, so I mean, he has numerous women.
The victim also said that the female had arm tattoos all the way up her sleeves. So how many?
That picture looks like there is no, you can't even see.
I didn't see it on that picture. That's what the victim said. Okay.
Well, we're still waiting on video from the inside of Publix. So I'm sure you understand, and I guarantee this ain't your first rodeo. I'm sure you've been questioned by the police before. Okay, this here is a misdemeanor that we're investigating. There was very, very small amount of items stolen from a purse in Flagler County at Publix. you and the gentleman there were the two that were there when these
I can't
items
say
were
I was
stolen.
there. I know where. Listen, I was at the house in Flagler County waiting.
Did you leave the house at all?
No, the only time I left is when I got picked up.
All right, so when I go to 23 Faraday and I pull the camera footage, it's not
24
going to show
Faraday.
that you, when
24
I
Faraday.
across the street, there's surveillance cameras, and when I pull those surveillance
Across the
cameras,
street from where? From my house?
across the street from your house, there's
Yeah,
cameras all over
I
the
was
neighborhood.
there.
So they're not going to show that you left the house at all yesterday.
I didn't. I'm telling you, I left. I did not
So
go
where did you go?
yesterday. I came out this way. Actually, we went to Jacksonville.
Okay, so you
I
didn't
went to
stop
Jacksonville to a
anywhere.
hotel in Jacksonville. No, I didn't get. No.
Were you with this gentleman then? So
When I
he'll
went to
vouch for you?
Jacksonville, when I went to Jacksonville, yeah, we went to Jacksonville.
Okay, what's
went to
his
a hotel in Jacksonville. You already know his name.
What's his name? Do you remember?
It's right here.
I can't remember.
Robert. Yeah, we went to a hotel in Jacksonville. Me and him have been fighting. I have been out here because we got into a fight in Daytona.
Okay. This
that
car.
was weeks ago.
So
That
you
was
were with
weeks
Robert,
ago.
but you were with Robert in that car yesterday?
To go to Jacksonville. We went to Jacksonville. Yes,
Did
sir.
you happen to drive through the Publix parking lot?
We didn't go to Publix yesterday. We went straight to Jacksonville. He was happy to have me to see me again. That's all that was.
so-
It was him and I reunited yesterday, and
With all due respect, man.
I'm just saying.
But I understand what you're saying, but you're also treating me like a fool. I don't appreciate it. That car was in the parking lot of Publix. A female matching your description and a male matching that description, Robert's description, got out of that car, made contact with a woman inside. The woman identified you exactly. Even your necklace on your neck is something that's seen on surveillance video.
What necklace?
You are wearing something around your neck, correct?
I mean, I've always got
Right,
a
and that's on
necklace
surveillance video as well. So apparently, we're all liars, and you're going to sit here and argue with me about a
I'm
missing.
not trying to argue with you. I asked for
Ma'am,
a
with
lawyer.
all due respect.
My lawyer.
Okay, you'd like a lawyer.
Yeah, I have a lawyer. I'd like
That's
to call
fine.
him, please.
All right, that's fine. We're going to stop asking questions at this point. In the future, there is going to be probably a detective that might come talk to you in the future. You could answer questions at that point if you choose to do so, okay? Do you have any questions for me?
Can you just make sure I get my purse is all that?
Which one
It's
is
on that.
yours?
It's on top of that car. The police car right there, the brown one. It's right there. I had it on me when he snatched me or whatever. Put the handcuffs.
You had that one along with all the other stolen ones in the car?
No, there's no stolen purses in the car. You're not going to betray us.
But their attempt to outrun the law ended in chaos, leaving them in handcuffs and their so-called family first motto in question.